pretty good once you got yourself full control of the map here as well. Starting to get Philippok swinging the hammer off towards kitchen side of the map to expose the vertical angles. What that's going to do is force most of Wolves either over towards the right-hand side of the ground floor or a little bit deeper into side of Church. This should free up most of Armory to start for a push in and also give some access around main stairs like you can see here.
So they've got themselves down to the bottom. They're going to open what I like to call the Parlu angle from the bottom of the stairs there. We've seen him done some real damage from there before, and w7m are certainly doing the same. So close for the ace of 4K in the round, as all of our elimination matches are, and the loser will go home. Oh, just gets away from that one.
It's so on. Hers almost got into a spot to pick up a free kill. They have no idea he's here. He's going to walk in and find one for himself, and they're all looking in the wrong directions. Pills one apart, almost finds a second two, but inside of Jimmy's looking for the next. Doesn't realise there's one a little bit closer, but Nade has already marched on in, got inside bathroom, and whilst they're chasing their tails, he's found one for himself, but Deadshot gets three. Wolves bounce back, showing their fangs there and sinking them into the w7m side.
If he's smart about his timing here, he could actually just continue moving as soon as that cloud dissipates, and it may be something that Wolves aren't quite expecting, but for the time being, he sees the toe shot, and that's going to be Nade finishing off Bibu. Now then, firing up the asphyxiation bolts onto the roof as well, causes them to drop onto the catwalk, and P4 has absolutely nowhere to go, gets taken out, and it's all a landslide for w7m as they get their second flawless round in 3 days. They are looking dynamite today.
Some more angles. They are fully committed to trying to make this push work, but we've just heard the Excaras get impacted off, Tim.
My big problem with the push here is that there's no alternative for w7m. There's no second or third direction. You can see every one of the Wolves players is just fronting up. This is it. This is the direction that I wanted. Nade comes in round the back, and all of a sudden Wolves have to spin on their heel desk. They're reacting rather than being able to be proactive. There comes the gunfight, and Herds. He picks it up in the 1v1.
Coming out of KZ, and now rather than trying to force a plant, they're going to send all 3 players up the main stairs here. Out came a C4 first from Bibu, who's got the shotgun in hand. His whole job is to defend this top of the site. Now KZ and Co is trying to go for a plant. Well, they have a little bit of cover on the upstairs. They have to pull away and go for the gunfights instead. Only 30 seconds left, and they're struggling to find a safe angle to get a plant down, Tim.
Yeah, just showing us exactly why that verticality is so important. Hatch. We see them moving over to Hatch. They're taking control. Wolves are just absolutely locking this down from the top floor. Beautiful vertical play, and it just goes to show why map control can be so important. w7m unable to secure it, unable to secure the round, and Wolves giving a little bit of a masterclass on bar and stage.
On the south balcony quite safely. Now it's trying to figure out how they break this open. So they're not trying to push in through the breach that they've done previously. They want to try and force their way in from the east side, but Wolves look largely unbothered here in this 4 versus 3, especially when you look at the health advantages they've got. And there we go, that downstairs hatch control as well. Beautiful. Into a second, Pokeball comes out into Nade. JV's down to nothing. This is going to be a 3-3 half to a perfect split.
Wolves have got this lockdown now. There's very little chance going in here that JV92 is able to pick up anything more than maybe a little consolation kill. Low health himself, pushing him from a direction. They know exactly where he is. There we go, Deadshot. Going to finish that one off, and that's actually not a bad half for Wolves. It started 2 destructible floors, one above the other. We're going to have impact heads coming out, taking out 2 Selma charges there. Very nicely done. And then the last one will be detonated. But no, that's a bad nade throw, and that is not going to be getting through the breach as they wanted.
I thought for a second they got rid of both Selmas at the same time, but no. I think the third one was held onto and only tossed in the middle later, so it was actually fine coming out of Wolves, but they've left themselves with everything to do inside the last 10 seconds here. Herds finds the first one. Deadshot's got to try and find his way into the breach. They're simply not going to have enough time. It's another couple of kills coming back out of that one. It's an easy closeout. Herds, I'm pretty sure, collects a 4K, but really, Wolves' greatest enemy there was the clock to look at getting this open. But look at how things have gone. We're halfway through the round, and they still have not yet got either of these opened up, and Nade coming in from below. I don't think he's going to find his man. He steps across just at the wrong time. Down goes KZ. That's your... Puts down a key barricade inside of the rotate between sites to protect his bandits if Philippok can get across, trick away the exothermic. Now, sure, Wolves have got one more left, and they've got the kills on side. Things are looking good. Now they finally get away with it. Now they can start their push forward, but 2.5 minutes have gone by. Sure, they've found 2 kills. I just can't help but feel a bit nervous, and here's the to backstab. What a spin by Mowgli.
Herds really needed to get the double there and maybe get himself back down main stairs to leave Wolves guessing. There's just too much surely for w7m to do here. Shinka's getting the diffuser down. He takes shots, but no! He continues and gets it down. He will be left down, but not out. But JV92 can do no more than that. Had he managed to stop the plant, then maybe, just maybe. 45 seconds left to go.
I was going to be like, well, actually, they could have shotgunned it out and thrown a couple of C4s up through the hatch. They really wanted to try and commit to the finish, but obviously had no knowledge about what was actually going on outside. Philippox finds another for Wolves now. It's looking a little bit ropey as we get towards these last 30 seconds. It's Babu kind of taking out this 1 versus 1. He was the star performer for these guys in their first game, going 12-6, I believe it was, really on fire. This game a little bit quieter, they're playing in the more supportive role.
Herds just looking to hold on to construction there. He is going to find P4. That was low health. Philippox takes down Shinka, and like dominoes, they tumble one by one, Des. And that is going to be Wolves losing the round. w7m 5-4 after taking round 9.
Freebie, not quite the respect being shown by Deadshot there that maybe the situation commanded. But look at this, here we go. It's a rush coming in pretty much through dirt here. I'm not too sure that w7m are aware. They've got 1 or 2 ready. JV spins for 1, almost for the second, but Shinka finds him. But every time they find a kill, there is someone else there to get something back. They've got the control they need. They've got ease control of Armory, but you've got to force out a couple more players. They find 1. There's 1 more coming down. Oil for Philippox turns away at the last second. Oh my God! Drops the headshot onto Mowgli before finally being traded. It's 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 between these two, Tim.
You can hear the call just ringing out from his mobile, but not interested in the slightest. Diffuser goes down. That's going to be a good
swing together here.
Shinka able to lock it in. Nade manages to not find
the 1v1.
It's 1 versus 1, Des.
Here we go, shotgun in hand as well. Herds is ready on the corner, sees his man, and finds the down as well. w7m are going to move their way up to match point and make it 6-4. Now, as you can see, he's still sat inside the kitchen, just waiting for the opportunity to backstab someone. KZ wins out against P4 on the long angle, swings straight on towards platform. And it feels like, once again, we're not going to see the full thing being opened up here for the... Okay, never mind, if they go off for the end, it has been opened up nicely, so they have got the angle that they're looking for.
That opening kill, I was just going to say it's important that Wolves get 1 back because it gave Herds even more power in a 5 versus 4. Every time they're in a man advantage situation, Herds doesn't need to push back to side until later and later, where he could do some real critical damage. 20 seconds left to go, and I'm not sure how Wolves are going to push this one forward to try and get the diffuser down.
There it is!
Here he comes. As I said, unforgivable mistake there. They have to close down those flanks. Herds has damaged them once from there before. He does it again, and w7m take themselves into phase 2 with a great victory against what was a difficult Wolves side.
Let's take a quick break. Back with you in 30 seconds.